The other very interesting developing technology is called the phase change memory. Just to simplify this, it's a very different technology of storage, and it's going to make it possible to store on a small pen hundreds of terabytes of data with very, very fast access times. And that memory, by the way, is permanent, so you will not lose stuff when you turn off the computer. This is the future. This stuff is going to be put in production, let's say, from 2012, 2015 onwards, and it will be the next generation. We are talking about carbon nanotubes. We have demonstrated a circuit that can slow down light, and slowing down light and modulating the speed of light is going to be the basis for new types of computing. We are not using the spin of single electrons to store information. And it's very interesting, we are doing a lot of research in nanotechnologies, both for self-assembly and organic materials that will substitute silicon. I have to ask for your forgiveness, but you understand I have to go so fast that I'm just skimming that. But I will be here, so if there are questions, I'll be happy to get a little bit deeper. The second big trend is the data center architecture. And this is very interesting for any of us actually working in managing huge data centers. We see a trend which has a very relevant economic impact, which is, so far, internet data centers scale very badly because they require one thing, manpower. So you cannot hire 5,000 people to manage 500,000 servers. It's not economical. So we have to think of new ways of assembling and engineering data centers so that the manpower needed to run them will not scale linearly with the number of nodes involved. And this is a very, very practical but very important problem. And the big solutions are virtualization is going to be used more and more with automatic provisioning systems and automatic monitoring systems that can allocate and deallocate virtual servers as needed. And also, we are trying to understand what is the trade-off, the economic trade-off between using a lot of different systems in our data centers, or better maybe ensembles which are made of homogeneous architectures. And they have a property which is they can be managed without scaling the manpower. And this is something we are going to see. This is just an example of ensembles. These are IBM brands, so many of you will not know about them, but System 390, RISC 6000, and BlueGene are good examples of huge systems which are built with a lot of nodes of an homogeneous architecture. And these are very easy to manage. This is another very important thing. It also impacts energy and grid computing. More and more servers will have sensors on board which will monitor power consumption and temperature. And there will be a series of automatic systems which will allocate or deallocate resources not only on computing power, but also on these metrics. And so if one spot of the data center becomes too hot, it will be automatically moved somewhere in a cooler place so that the overall data center will not have to have a lot of air conditioning, which is where the big money is spent in energy. This is the other very interesting trend, is the real-world aware, real-world events. So real-time processing of unstructured data. And I will just make two examples very, very fast. The first one is financial program trading and call center. You have to make an architecture which will filter the massive amount of raw data into an enterprise system with different layers which will have different tasks and different reaction times. Just to give you a practical example of what can be done, there is an automatic system which is in production now in Chicago, and it runs the emergency, the 9/11 service in America. It works with cameras and microphones. And for instance, the microphones will analyze the sound coming in, and they can recognize the sound of a gunshot, as an example. And if they know there is a gunshot, the cameras will be moved in the direction of the gunshot. The message will be sent to the nearest police cars and dispatch them to the location in which the gunshot has occurred. And all of this totally in an automatic way. Another funny example, this that does not happen only in Italy, I think, is fraud prevention. There are automatic systems which can see if somebody is going to complain about some broken item but did not buy it there. This happens a lot. Yes. And this is completely automatic. Or the analysis of the flow of customers on a floor shop to optimize the revenue, allocating high margin goods in the floor shop according to where the people will spend more. And this is applied to Las Vegas casinos to prevent cheating. It's fantastic. Very quickly to summarize enterprise, we've been saying that enterprise will be more and more important. This time I believe it's true. And the very important reason is open platforms. The market has been controlled by vendors. So on a Nokia telephone, up to now, you had applications which were provided by Nokia. And that stopped the market. With a new platform, such as the iPhone or a Google phone, which we will see, I think, shortly, these platforms are now open. So there is a new ecosystem for application providers, very rich application providers, that will probably make this market finally explode and will enable people working around the places to be free from a laptop or a bigger computer. And this is just one last slide, so I think you will be happy.
Thank you, Alessandro.
I'm sweating, to go.
No, don't sweat.
On the social computing phenomena, just to give a very small example, Amazon, you all know Amazon, of course. What you maybe not all of you know is that Amazon can provide any of you with a ready-made platform to become a bookshop. And you will have access to all of data analytics of Amazon. So if one of your customers is buying a book, they will actually see recommendation from users that have bought the same book and so on. And your customers will feed their preference data into Amazon system. And this is a very good example of how enterprises are leveraging the intelligence and the interaction of their user base to enrich their enterprise data. And this is a new world record. The GTO has never been done so fast. So thank you for your interest. And if any of you is interested in getting deeper, I'm here at your service. Thank you.